everybody. My arm's in a sling because I too was in Vegas this past weekend, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So I was a women's and gender studies major. Is anyone else not doing anything with their college degree? Yeah. So what did you study?
Musical theater.
And what are you doing now?
I'm a barista.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. You know, women's and gender studies is what you study for the uninitiated when you think Chem 3 is way too hard and you have to change your major 5 times. But it really taught me a lot. For example, it taught me that gender is a spectrum. So, no one's going to be 100% feminine. No one's going to be 100% masculine. My femininity presents as deadlifting 350 pounds with pink knee socks. Thanks. And, I got started powerlifting because I wanted to look good, I wanted to feel good and be strong, and I wanted to make my parents really nervous. My mom's always like, oh God, your uterus is gonna fall out, be careful. And honestly, that wouldn't be too bad, I don't need it. It made online dating really interesting, so if I ever mentioned that I was a powerlifter in any of my profiles, guys would say things like, oh, in high school, I could bench 315. 3.15 pounds, maybe? Or like, oh, be careful, don't get too bulky. Well, whatever. Or, can you lift me? Fucking yeah, of course I can. Is that like, I get that it's like a fetish, I'm not trying to yuck your young, but yeah, I can. And it's made me feel really safe knowing that I could lift the general population. Because, I make more reckless or seemingly reckless decisions these days. For example, I'll walk down the street at night with my headphones in. Yeah, unaware of my surroundings. And I no longer feel like I have to walk with my keys between my fingers. And if I see someone approaching me, coming at me, I'll just flare my lats a little bit and make myself look really big, like I'm trying to scare a grizzly bear. It's, besides, changing the way I carry myself a little bit, like flexing all the time and wearing more tank tops and t-shirts, it's really changed people's perception of me. So a few years ago, I was waiting for a friend at the Belmont Red Line stop, and it was night, and a couple guys approached me, started giving me a litany of questions, like that guy on Mad TV, like, who are you waiting for? Is it your boyfriend? Do you have a boyfriend? How tall is he? Does he have a gun? And at first I was like, oh my God, I look like the kind of lady whose boyfriend carries a gun. Wow. But then I was like, I think the bigger compliment, the better compliment would be if they were like, do you have a gun? And I'd be like, yeah, I got these guns right here. I got my FOID card, and I'll even transport them safely across the state. Powerlifting is really a loaded term. So when people hear it, usually women will say things like, wow, that is so inspiring. I can't believe how strong you are. That's so cool. Maybe someday you can train me. And men are like, will you arm wrestle me? And like, no, I won't because I don't jack off that much, so my right arm isn't actually that strong. But, that's okay. And with that being said, like, I want to understand what it is about men that like kind of feel threatened about strong ladies. So is that like part of toxic masculinity? And what is toxic masculinity anyway? Is that like, it sounds like something you consume, like a 30 rack of Natty Light, just drinking that whole thing, slapping ladies' asses at work, shooting paint cans after you did an 8-ball. And does that mean there's also such a thing as toxic femininity? Like, what would that look like? Is it white suburban ladies voting for Trump? possibly. Or could it be, women feeling like they have to wear makeup instead of believing that they are their own person, they have agency? Or is it every time I try to grill out, I'm not allowed to drink the whole bottle of lighter fluid because society's trying to keep me down? No, I think it's actually because I had to get my stomach pumped that last time, but no big. All right, that's my time. Thank you so much.